Hi, I'm Andrea, and this is the weekly rewind at the Biggish Babe. I know I look kind of unhinged right now, and to tell you the truth, I feel really kind of crazy. The UK publisher of Abby Glines' series, The Vincent Boys Brothers, emailed me this morning and asked me to come up with a short clip on why I think the readers in the UK should read The Vincent Boys, why I love it. And let me tell you, that's not as easy as it sounds. As much as I love that series, I probably did 30, 40 takes before I found one that was even halfway decent enough to send. So I've had my fill of camera time today, but I'm going to go ahead and do my book haul because I've got a lot of great stuff to show. So I'm going to get to it. All right, books for review. I know I said I wasn't going to take any for review, but I don't know. I'm not even going to come up with an excuse. All right, book one. First book is Ephemeral, and that is by Addison Moore. It is the first book in her new series, The Countenance, and I'm super excited to read that. The link, all the titles are links to the Goodreads pages, and I have the covers down below because that's an ebook. Gorgeous cover. Addison has seriously the most beautiful covers for her series, so congratulations to Addison for that. The next book is Iridescent, and that is book 2 in the Ember series by Carol Oates. I loved Ember, and I'm so excited to be reading this. I'm taking part in the blog tour coming up in a few weeks, so thanks to Omnific for that. Let's see, the next book, I got a lot of children's books and young middle grade books from Harper for Halloween, and I showed a few of those last week. Those were the ones for the little kids. These are for bigger ones. All right, so the first book that I got was Always October, and then it's by Bruce Coville, and I'm planning to read that with my son as soon as I can. We love the cover, but they're a little bit scared of this monster on the top, and I'm sure it's not going to be too scary. The next book is Gravediggers, Mountain of Bones, and this is by Christopher Crobaton, and that one looks a little bit more scary. It's got a blurb from R.L. Stine, so maybe that's creepy. We'll see. The next one is a book actually that's already been featured here at the blog. My 9-year-old niece Avery did a review in May of The Whispering House by Rebecca Wade, and they sent me a finished copy, so thanks for that. She enjoyed it too, so if you have a young one looking for a nice creepy book, my niece recommends that. Let's see, next I have, this is kind of a classic, and this is Coraline. This is 10th anniversary edition. This is by Neil Gaiman. I never knew that he was the one that wrote this book. Shows you how ridiculous I am. I've never even watched the cartoon, but I am excited to try to read this with my 7-year-old. So we'll see how that goes. It says ages 8 and up. He's pretty mature. So I'm excited to have that. Next book, we're reading this one right now, Invisible Inkling. My son and I are reading this right now. It's very funny. Very funny. This is a little thing. It's an imaginary friend. It's a Bandapad, and he's really cute. It's really funny. We're close. We're about a third through, and I'm enjoying this probably more than my son. So if you want a book to read with your kid for Halloween, I recommend Invisible Inkling. And that is by Emily Jenkins and illustrations by Harry Bliss, because there are some cute pictures in here. Really cute pictures like that. Yeah, it's a good story. I could recommend that one. Okay, the last children's book is Scary School Monsters on the March by Derek the Ghost and illustrated by Scott Fisher. Love the cover on this one. We're excited to read this. My kids like dragons. It says the 5 rules of King Zog the Terrible. So anyway, I don't know why I went into that, but anyway, this looks like a good story to read with my son. So we are looking forward to this one. Thanks to Harper Children's for all of those books. Okay, the next book is a book that I featured last week, I think, on the blog, and that is Breathe by Sarah Crossan. And I love the cover. It looks like a great story. It sort of reminds me, sort of like the air, toxic air, maybe, sort of like Under the Never Sky. And I loved that book. So I am definitely looking forward to reading this. Thanks to Harper for this. Let's see. Okay. All right. The next one I'm really excited to have, that is Down to You by Michelle Layton. I am actually reading this one. I'm filming this on Friday. I'm reading this right now and loving it. Love everything she writes. And it releases today, Sunday. So if you're watching this on Sunday, it releases today, I believe. So go check that out. It's an adult contemporary romance. The next book is a book that I'm really excited to be taking part in the blog tour for, and that is The Unloved, and that is by Jennifer Snyder. Love the cover for this. The story sounds great. I participated in the cover reveal, and then Julie over at Telemini Reviews organized a blog tour for 10 blogs, and yay, I'm one that made it. So very excited to be reading this, and the blog tour is in November. Okay, the next book is Ceaseless by Abby Glines. She sent me this the other day. I'm planning on reading this in just a few days because I want to see how the story ends. Very excited. I loved how the story developed in Predestined, so I'm super excited to read this, and so thanks to Abby for that. The next book is a book I received yesterday. I'd forgotten that I'd gotten an email about reviewing this, but so I'm shocked by how big it is. It's The Diviners by Libba Bray. I've never read any of Libba Bray's books. I actually do have Beauty Queens, and I've heard really great things about her writing. I'm planning to read this just as quickly as I can. It's kind of daunting because it's super thick, but anyway, I hear it's great, and I'm excited to read that. So thanks to LB Kids for that. Let's see. The next book. Okay, I'm very interested in this. It is The Dark Heroine #1, Dinner with a Vampire by Abigail Gibbs. I received an email about this yesterday, if I'd be willing to read and review it. Very cool story. The girl was only like 18 years old and signed a book deal with Harper, and she originally published this on Wattpad. So very interested to read this and see how it is. I love when authors get discovered on sites like that, like Leaf Allen and Wendy Higgins both started on Inkpot, and then you hear about this girl on Wattpad, and it's just super cool. So I'm excited to read that, and it comes out at the end of October. So I plan to get that ready for them. Okay, next book I'm very excited about because I love Karina Halley, and that is The Devil's Medal. It's book 1 in a new 2-book series that she has written, and here it's pretty weird. It's set in the 70s with a rock band. You know, I loved Almost Famous. It's like one of my favorite movies ever, but I think it's like way trippier than Almost Famous. But still, I'm very excited to read this because I think Karina is a weird, and she'll take this the right way. She's a weird genius. I hope she takes that the right way, because I mean it as a compliment. I love Karina. Okay, the last book I received for a review, I'm super excited about this one too, and that's All the Broken Pieces by my friend Cindy Madsen. That is for Entangled Publishing, and it comes out in December, and I'm taking part in the blog tour December 17th, so I'm super excited. Love the cover, love Cindy. I'm very excited to read this. So check that out on Goodreads. Okay, I bought 3 books. Well, I bought 2. One was free. The other day I read book 2 in the Original Sinners series, The Angel by Tiffany Reese, and I loved it. I loved it so much. And I'm like stalking NetGalley because I want book 3, The Prince, like as soon as they put it up. But anyway, she's written several short stories to kind of enhance or kind of give some background into the characters. I bought 7 Day Loan. It is the Original Sinners 0.5. Little Red Riding Crop is actually free on her website, and that is Original Sinners 0.6, and Submit to Desire Original Sinners 0.7, and I bought that one, and I love Tiffany's writing. If you want like smart erotica, very smart, and the woman knows what she's talking about. It's not, I mean, like it's so, I mean, it's just perfect the way she's written it. It's just genius how she's written it, and I can't recommend it highly enough if you are into, I mean, even if you're not into it, it's just really good story, really great characters, so I can't recommend those highly enough. And my review for The Angel went up yesterday. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Okay, I received 2 books as gifts. Author Michelle Layton sent me Madly and Wolfheart for taking part in the Madly tour. It's signed. She's a sweetheart. I adore her. So thanks to Michelle for that. And the other book, the author was getting rid of some books on, she put up a link on Twitter. Anaguire, sure how to pronounce the last name. Anyway, I don't know which name's her real name, but anyway, she also writes as Ellen Connor, and she was giving away some books, just a mixture of books she has, so she sent that. It's Midnight. It is a Dark Age Dawning novel #2, so I'm going to have to get another one to read, so thanks to Ellen for that. And lastly, I received some bookmarks from Daniel Marks, some signed bookmarks. He was giving them away in a Twitter contest, and I got 3. I'm actually going to be reading Velveteen in just a few days, so I'm excited to have that. And they're just really gorgeous, so I'll probably plop those in some books that I'm giving away. The extras, I'm keeping one for myself. So that's my book haul. Long, right? Next, awesome people I want to thank: Addison Moore, Omnific Publishing, HarperCollins, Michelle Layton, Abby Glines, and Daniel Marks, and LB Kids. Search terms that led to the blog: nothing too out of the ordinary this week, nothing that made my eyes this huge. Eve Anna Carey plots, loved Eve, loved ones, linked my review. Ethereal series and Ethereal series Burn. It's the Celesta series, but book 1 is Ethereal, and book 3 is Burn, so I put up the link for that. Casual Enchantment, I'm gonna guess they're looking for the Casual Enchantment series by K.A. Tucker, and I've linked my reviews to that. And my #1 search term is for Tamara Weber and the Between the Lines series. That makes me super happy. Lots of searches for that. Busy week here at the blog. I reviewed my super sweet 16th Century. It's so good. The Dead Girls Detective Agency by Susie Cox. Susie Cox. Fathomless, which is Fairy Tale Retellings #3 by Jackson Pierce. A Fractured Light, which is book 2 in the Beautiful Dark series by Jocelyn Davies. Loved it. And The Angel, which is Original Sinners series #2. Loved it. Let's see. Teaser Tuesday was from the Dead Girls Detective Agency, and my Waiting on Wednesday was Flawed by Kate Avalon. Special features, I did a promo post with an excerpt and a giveaway for Dante's Girl, and cover reveal for Opal, which is book 3 in the Lux series by Jennifer Armentrout. Have a few giveaways up. The Super Sweet 16th Century blog tour giveaway still going on. I have a Stuck in a Good Book giveaway, and I'm giving away Streamline by Jennifer Lane. If you haven't read it, you should definitely read it. I loved the book. And also Dante's Girl special feature and promotion, and the giveaway is Princess or Soul Kiss by Courtney Cole. So that's what I have going on at the blog here this week. I got through it quicker than I thought, but I'm also not very long-winded today. I hope everybody has a great week. Be sure and leave me a comment, and I will come check out your post. Have a great week.